I am redeemed. Man, there was a great exchange that happened when Jesus absorbed all of our sin, our sickness, every family curse that was upon your life. He took it so you could be free. I'm Amy. This is Stick with the Plan. Let's get right into it. Thanks for joining me today. I'm talking about, man, I am redeemed. You know, I'm always preaching to myself, and this past week I just got under attack. Sickness tried to come on me. I hate sickness. I love healing. So I just had to remind myself, I am redeemed. You know, you can't agree with the symptoms. You can't get in line with the sickness. You have to remind yourself, no, I am the healed of God. Man, you have to realize the curse, it was real. What Jesus bore upon himself when he took it at the cross, on the cross, Jesus crushed the curse. I mean, he totally annihilated, he undid it. When we see the curse in Deuteronomy 28, you know, it talks about how blessed we are when we're in obedient with the Lord, talks about prosperity. But yet on the curse side, it talks about every sickness, disease, oh, gross, lumps, bumps, it blisters, terrible things that happen to you. But it says, and if it's not listed, then go ahead and include it. And then we know Galatians 3:13 says that Christ was made a curse for us, for anyone who hangs on a tree, that Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law. He took it to the cross. He redeemed us. He just crushed that curse that was upon you. He didn't just ignore it. He absorbed it. That's what Jesus did. So when you know that, you know, wait, freedom is mine. And then realize there was a great exchange. So like me dealing with all those symptoms, I have to realize, okay, if Jesus was made the curse for me on the cross, and this sickness, these symptoms that are so alarming to me, they're part of the curse. And according to Galatians 3:13, that Christ was made the curse for me, I have been redeemed from the cross. Therefore, Amy, I no longer have this sickness anymore. And I kept saying that over and over again. I learned that from Brother Hagin. Just take that. It was part of the curse. Remind yourself Jesus has redeemed you from the curse. Therefore, you no longer have it. Name your disease. You know, I no longer have these symptoms. I no longer have whatever you're suffering from. Jesus was made a curse. There is a great exchange. For my sickness, he became my healing. For my sin and my shame, he became my righteousness and my honor. There was an exchange from my addictions into my freedom. Galatians 5:1 says that, therefore stand in this liberty. For Christ came that you would be set free and you wouldn't no longer return into bondage or what was your sin or your past or your shame. No, but you've been set free. It was for freedom. It was for your liberty that Jesus has made us free. And then thirdly, let's act like we are redeemed. Let's live like the redeemed. Let's live like we're free. Let's live like we know the Lord. Let's live. When my kids were little, they used to sing this song, I am redeemed, I am redeemed. In Psalms 107:2 it says, let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Begin to declare it today. I am healed, I am free, I'm no longer poor, I'm blessed. You know, when I left the bank one time when we were in business and we were negative in our balance, I had to declare, I am rich. Today, take the blessing, declare it out of your mouth, and that's how you'll stick with the plans he has for you. Thanks so much for joining me today. I love hearing all that God is doing in your life. Keep those testimonies coming in. Thank you for sharing this. New friends get to watch this because you are sharing this. If you're on YouTube, go ahead, hit that bell. Leave me a comment. Subscribe. If you're on Facebook, like this page. We'll have a brand new video for you next week. And remember, every Tuesday, we are live. I'll see you then.